We're coming to you today from Port Washington at a shop called WitWhim. What makes this store different from others is that the woman who owns it gives away all of her profits to a different charity every month. Lori Scheinman keeps herself busy, whether she's organizing merchandise or helping customers.
Really is a great piece.
I love it.
But this isn't her day job.
I'm a child and family therapist. I have no experience in retail whatsoever.
Nevertheless, Lori is the owner of WitWhim in Port Washington.
WitWhim is funny and unexpected, which is really what this whole shop is about. It's sort of funny that I would be doing something like this with no experience whatsoever, and unexpected for sure. So really, that's how I got the WitWhim.
But it could also be called charitable and philanthropic. You see, Lori doesn't really make any money off of her sales.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
While she pays the rent and the salary for her one employee, all of her profits go to charity.
I love when people buy things here. I have such joy when somebody likes something that I've picked with somebody in mind, and so I really enjoy that moment. And then the donation is a whole other moment of feeling very gratified by the fact that I was able to help somebody else, whether it be an individual, or a community, that I did something, that I made a difference, that my actions and my sleepless nights and all of those things really did go someplace.
Someplace like Manhasset Coalition Against Substance Abuse, a nonprofit with a mission to prevent alcohol and drug use among young people. For an entire month, all of the profits made here went to the local organization.
And the money that we raise really goes into programming, because what we get from the government doesn't really cover programming very often. So it's able to help us do that, communicate and do mailings, do advertising, so that we could bring people in and have it be successful events.
Lisa Belinsky of Manhasset Casa says this necklace from WitWhim was given to her as a gift a couple years ago. That's how she learned about the shop.
We have these little printed tags that say this gift went to helping individuals, communities in our world, and the back is blank. So we either write the organization that is that month, or we write what's very unique about that piece.
So she visited the store and was so impressed by not only the product, but by Lori.
Wonderful. Just an amazing woman.
Every month, Lori chooses a different charity to donate her profits, and she has strict guidelines as to what charity gets the money.
Above 96% has to go to the individual, community, or the organization. It can't be tied up in administrative fees. I want to make sure that my work is going directly to help others.
Because it is hard work.
It's 7 days a week, because either I'm moving stock in, moving stock out, redesigning the store, selling here at my practice. I need a few more hands and a few more hours in the day, but it's a very fulfilling life.
Never mind all of the time this mother of 5 spends shopping around for all of the unique items she sells.
I'm obsessed. It's actually like an illness. I'm completely obsessed with every single thing in this store was handpicked. It's not like, oh, I'll just buy that, because in order to sell it, I have to have in my mind why I bought it.
She goes for things that are vintage, like this jewelry.
We carry a variety of vintage, which I love to shop for, and I've been doing that basically my whole life. So I get some really amazing, unique pieces that have stories that I love to tell. And I love to see where things have been and then where they're going, because it's sort of, I feel like I'm part of the life of a really great object.
She carries items made in the U.S. and items made around the world.
It's fair trade in the sense that the profits on their end go to helping women and the water supply. I love, communities that really start to help themselves build and being paid fairly for their time and their work and their efforts.
And Lori puts a lot of effort into finding these one-of-a-kind items.
I dig pretty deep. I have to find them before bigger stores find them.
She says running this store for the past 2 years has been like getting a master's education in business.
I don't know many people who'd be crazy enough to do this, because overhead is high and it's hard. Just buying the goods alone, how many people really have the discretionary income to make a decision to say, I'm going to invest X amount with the idea that it will grow and then support itself? I mean, I can't even believe that we were in the black, only by a little, our very first year. So I didn't even know what in the black meant.
So there's not much money left over for advertising, so WitWhim reaches potential customers through social media and word of mouth.
There are two main ways we get customers in. One, somebody will buy a gift for somebody and they'll love it so much they want to see the store that it came from, or somebody's wearing something and they say, where did you get that?
Lori will even help you pick out that perfect gift.
That's where my professional degree, being a therapist, really comes into play. I am a good gift buyer, and so I can help somebody who's not sure what they want to get find something really special and unique.
You could say shopping here is true retail therapy, and everyone seems to walk out with a smile on their face.
When you leave the store, you feel like not only did you help the world, get something great at a great price point, you leave knowing about the piece that you're wearing, so you feel more connected to it.
Lori says as long as the shop continues to make money, she will continue to operate it. Up next, one less thing to worry about before going on that job interview. These volunteers will help you dress to impress.
Getting a job is one thing, and wearing something nice to work is a step up.
And later, it started with 2 contractors and grew to include people from all walks of life who have one thing in common: helping children and their families. You're watching Heroes on Our Island.